Hi! Pollution has been plaguing our air, our land, and most importantly, our water. But don't worry, I think I found a solution. Well, to the water one. I don't really know about the others, just like bike to work or something. And the solution's not actually to have people avoid using like single-use plastics, because that'd be hard on the consumer. And the solution actually isn't even to have these manufacturers have regulations imposed on them that would make them more likely to choose bioplastics for their packaging, because that'll never work because lobbying and money. The simplest, cheapest, and quickest solution is actually to look at it the other way around. The problem is not plastic ending up where there's ocean life. The problem is there's ocean life where our plastic should be. Now you're probably wondering, tripod on my bed, how are we going to do this? Well, I have a product for you. The straw crossbow! Now, you might be wondering, what is a straw crossbow? Well, it is a revolutionary new product designed specifically to shoot drinking straws into turtles' faces, killing them instantly and humanely. How it works is actually quite simple. You see, you simply pull back on this racking handle here until the plug engages with the locking mechanism. At that point, you can open it up, load in your straw, close it, and you're looking for more of a precision shot. We have adjustable end barrel sizes to make sure that no matter what size straw you're shooting, it comes out straight. Now, if you're going for just power and range, then you're going to want to stick to the larger sizes because it will reduce friction greatly. It comes with several features, including an emergency stop to make sure that the plug never hits the front, simple 2-bolt disassembly. This right here, we never talk about. Now, I'm only 3 videos in on this YouTube channel, and my upload schedule is already looking very close to Michael Reeves, so that's not a good thing. But I wanted to make sure that none of the parts would just snap on me, and I'd be left with this 4-foot decoration piece that can't actually be used. I ended up picking the elastic that I was going to use, and I got prototypes of the 2 main parts that I was worried about structurally, and I put them to the test. So I've already done a little bit of testing with these. Nothing major though. Behold my state-of-the-art testing jig, which consists of table and vise. So I'm going to be running the tests in slow-mo just so that if anything breaks, I get some cool shots. So that's why you're seeing a massive drop in quality. Alrighty, so these are the pieces that I could find. It shattered the front part, but all in all, this thing actually held up really well. Does it? Yeah, it still works. Sweet. I have this put together, and I put together in the way that it would actually be in the crossbow. Now it's just a matter of pulling it to where see? That's handling it much better. Now I'm gonna do a bit stronger of a pull. So I know it's still on like the slow-mo, so it's not as good. So it's like only, is it on slow-mo? Yeah, it's on slow-mo. But like it's not even buckling or anything, and like I have all of this extra slack. Look at this. Either way, this is working, and I cannot pull it anymore. All right, I think I'm in frame. Okay, I have to do a test. I have to perform a test. I need to figure this out. So this was about as long as the last stretch on the trigger, and I'm gonna just pull it on the axle, because if the axle can handle it. Oh, that's stretching. That's slipping. That's slipping. That's slipping. Yeah. All right. Oh. Okay. So I was stretching that much to about here. I don't think I have to like reinforce this thing at all. That was the axle. That was the layer adhesion that was holding this wheel from just ripping out. And since I've printed this, I've actually fixed the issue with the tops and bottoms being super thin. Like, you can hear that just squishing. So that the actual prints that I'm going to be using are even going to be stronger than these parts. Yeah. So after I figured out that the parts would be strong enough, I went ahead with designing the rest of the crossbow. And how I went about doing that is I would prototype each individual kind of component individually until I got it to where I wanted it. I finally ended up with all of the parts out, all of the parts off the printer, and I did dry assemblies of all of them. It actually held together well enough that I was able to string it up pretty loosely and do a test fire in my living room. So after that, all that was really left was to do a final gluing of just these main body parts to get rid of the last bit of sag, and it would be fully assembled. Hello, and welcome to the assembly part of the video. The first step of the assembly part of the video is disassembling the thing. Before I actually get into gluing all of the main bodies together, I do want to just finish up the trigger section because I printed off these little like tile things to put on the side of the trigger just to make it look a little bit more interesting, and I knew that these were going to have a lot of like wear and tear on them from you grabbing them, so I actually put some texturing on the inside of them to help them just adhere a little better with the glue and everything. So let's get started. So right here, the video actually cuts out because my phone died, and I didn't actually realize that until the crossbow was fully assembled. And everything was working. Sorta. So you remember the part that I said we don't talk about? It is the locking mechanism for the magazine. Now, the reason that we don't talk about it is the magazine was the most frustrating part, and ultimately really the only failure of this design. So I talked about it a little bit during the assembly. So the magazine and the hold down assembly for this crossbow has honestly been kind of a nightmare for me. Mainly due to the fact that I originally wanted to have like a rifling type thing inside the barrel. I think I have the parts. Okay, so originally I wanted to have this sort of like rifling track. As the plug that would push the straws goes down, it would rotate this head on it. And I made this little prototype. Well, long story short, I couldn't get it out of my head that I had to account for these rifling, even though I had long since abandoned them. So for some reason, I felt that I needed to devise a magazine like this. So how this works, I'm doing my best to show it, is you load up little straws, in this, which I just cut them up. So that rotor would plug into the magazine, but then when you do that, it drops a straw in there, rotate it back, it loads the next straw, but it also holds that straw in place. This is the design that I ended up going with, which is much closer to a real magazine. But how this one works is you put your magazine in, and then when the plug goes into the gun, it pushes the straw into the barrel. Like, this is a really cool and elegant kind of, well, at least I think it's kind of elegant, solution to a problem that does not exist. And if that is not what mechanical engineering is, I don't know what is. So despite my best efforts with designing it, when I finally did test the magazine, it would get the straws stuck about halfway up the barrel right here. But with the magazine, it was basically just a simple case of getting frustrated and then coming across the first design that looks like paper and just going with it without actually doing your dues and making sure that it would work. So unfortunately, the magazine is not actually featured in this video. So now, save the magazine, I had a fully functioning crossbow. And the only thing that was really left was to string it up and see actually how powerful it really is. So the test day started with stringing it up and just shooting a pillow in my room with pencils once or twice. When we finally did get outside, after asking some legal questions for filming. Oh, by the way, are you comfortable with your feet ending up online?
Yes.
We started shooting.
Seems like a very reliable gun.
It actually is reliable once you know how to use it.
sure that you don't have your finger in this groove, because otherwise you will get hit by it and it will hurt.
That's what I was worried about. Okay, ready?
Yep. I don't know why I'm aiming this. Come on.
Wow, you sure got some dust knocked off that chair.
I know.
Yay!
Finally!
We did it. You have to aim up. What's its max range?
There you
Like
go.
20 meters?
I don't know.
Very little.
But, I mean,
It got through.
it got through.
Yes. Okay, ready, go. Ow!
Yeah, it will hit you.
That hurted. Fudge, dude, look at that.
Oh, this is great.
Dude,
I
Fudge.
love this. It cut him.
It cut. Oh, crap. Let's get you a Band-Aid.
That's epic.
Get a video of that so I can blur it out. So I don't.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother. Epic.
It actually did it! What
It did the thing.
Like, we're gonna do that again and just try and shatter the rest of it. Because that was like a glancing blow.
Yeah.
If this video...
Trigger. There you go.
Guys,
It's
2
good.
likes. We're selling it to the U.S. government to be used for military testing. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay.
You
You
missed.
missed.
I'm ready.
Charm.
Yeah!
Holy crap!
Maybe I should put on shoes.
Yeah.
So it went really well the first time, so we decided, hey, let's get a second drop. And we shot it.
Try and hit it dead center, Corbin.
You have to aim up a bit.
Oh!
And then again.
Holy crap!
That jar's strong.
Yeah.
Do be kind of small.
Shoot the marble.
And again.
Okay, marble test number 1.
Marble.
Holy shiz, it bounced back at the tripod.
It never ended up actually breaking. We decided we should probably call it quits on the glass jar after we shot it a few more times.
Oh, frick! I hit my finger. I did not get. Oh.
Can I see? Let's get that blood warning.
It's just a little tiny nick.
Little nick.
Yep, we're rolling.
Alrighty, so we have changed locations because this is more shaded, and also we went to the store.
Watch out for dog poop.
Okay, we got watermelon, we got a loaf of bread, a can of Del Monte corn, not a sponsor. Also, in the last thing, my hand slipped and I accidentally shot the rack, which broke it, which is fine.
Oh no.
So the first thing we ended up shooting was a Mountain Dew bottle.
Should.
So we pretty quickly decided, let's just slash at it.
Can I kill it now?
Yes, you can kill it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, frick.
And we tried to not be too wasteful, so, you know.
going to actually try first with the reusable plastic straws that we have.
Oh wait, that's it. Oh,
Did you get it?
okay. Slow-mo's on. Three, two, one.
That's it.
I can
Slurp
suck
it.
now. Come to Papa.
So right about here in the video is where it starts to take a turn for the worse. Now I'm not going to cut in quite as much, just so that you guys can kind of just enjoy the descent into madness as uninterrupted.
Ah,
Metal
fudge.
straw.
Metal
the
straw.
Okay, slow-mo in 3, 2, 1. Ah, fudge, it wasn't focused.
Come
Want to try it
slurp.
again?
Yeah, because it didn't even go
It
in
didn't
that
go in.
deep. It's the rind that's stuck in there. It cored it. Why would you do that?
Because it's yummy.
Okay.
Okay, slow-mo in 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Oh,
There you go.
Yes, that's a good. Oh,
it's
it's
dripping.
leaking. It's already dripping. Nice.
It's just. How deep did it go?
Wang.
How deep?
Grab
That's
the
not
small
bad.
one. Grab the small one.
I'm gonna put this back in this hole.
And
Slow-mo
BBs.
is going in 3, 2, 1. Nice.
Did it do any better though? Because
Probably
I
not.
think it's mostly
The same.
it did worse.
It did worse.
It's the
The
mass. It's the mass behind the object.
You asked, is it crossbow?
Alright, let Ryan shoot it. We're gonna have to move the chair because his knee dislocates randomly.
Yep. Isn't that quirky? Hoffa's fat pad. It means my leg likes to walk up and be cringe.
Oh. Alright. Corbin, when you're
Okay. I'm going?
Now go.
watermelons have a very similar exterior to turtles.
This has turned into How to Basic.
Nice.
I didn't eat anything this morning.
That's fair. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna stop filming.
Next up is a can of Del Monte yellow sweet corn.
I need a metal straw. Preferably
There's one right there.
Okay. Where it's the old vine.
Oh my gosh.
Where it's like it's the watermelon ones.
Ah!
And he's like, they toss and turn to the sound of thunder. But I got watermelon to soothe my slumber.
Oh, I remember that.
Going.
Yeah, it's going.
Yeah, it's going.
Drink it. This one's been.
Corn!
That was disgusting.
Corn.
Corn!
Corn.
More corn!
We must get more.
Corn!
Corn.
Nice. It does fire hard.
That's just.
Of corn! Corn.
We did not eat the corn. Good compost.
If you want more composting tips and tricks, subscribe to 2.5 Cogs. Why did I list my channel name?
Wait, we got the bread!
We do have bread.
We got bread!
Don't
No, we shoot!
shoot bread.
You need to wash your hands again, my
Yes.
fine young lad. Today on Linus Tech Tips, we're going to be showing
Today we're gonna see how many loaves of bread it takes to stop a metal straw.
I think that did good. We're going to have to try the skewer next.
Bread.
Bread?
Oh!
Bread, okay. So how many is that?
That
I'm not
is
counting. Is this,
one,
no,
two-
this one's Pierce. This one's Pierce.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. That did not get pierced.
14 bread.
14 bread.
That's how
Right.
much. Ow!
Load the skewer.
It went all the way through.
Bread!
Yes!
No!
Oh, it skimmed the bottom.
It came out of the bread. The bread kebab.
Bread.
Good
soup. Partake. We ate
not good.
as much of this as we felt comfortable.
No,
That
not
that
quite.
is no.
Give me the
That-
water.
no,
Give me the water
no,
bread. Give
no,
me the water
no.
bread.
Let's clean up this mess.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Yeah, epic.
Corn.
Bread.
Bread.
Corn. Watermelon.
Watermelon corn.
Corn. Bread.
Cornbread.
Cornbread.
Sans Pellegrino watermelon cornbread.
Cornbread.
So ignoring the chaos, this thing actually works really well. And if you're wondering why we didn't, why we only shot like reusable straws, in the video. So the second reason was we just didn't have any on hand. After witnessing the surprising but not overwhelming amount of power that this thing is able to produce, all that was left was to tweak a few things that got knocked out of place during the testing, and I am finally ready to become the eco-terrorist that I was meant to be. Hey, thanks for watching the video. So if you enjoyed it, consider clicking the like button and consider subscribing if you want to see more of this. I'm planning on having the video production of my projects become a lot higher priority. I'm going to be having them come out a lot closer together, and what that will really just kind of mean is that I'll have a couple small update videos on a project, and then I'll do a larger video on the actual completed thing.